Hi guys, it's Simon from Tech My Life Video, and this time I'm going to be talking about iOS 9, which was announced at WWDC 2015. So this update is very much just an evolution of iOS 8. It's not as big an update. 8 was a very big update, a lot of changes. This one, not so much. Excuse me. Oh my God. Sorry for yawning in the video. What I'm going to do is just quickly go through and just comment on the stuff that has happened. So built-in apps, improvements to iPad experience with a split screen, which is interesting, or probably a little bit frustrating for some people. That's not going to be available on the iPhone Plus, because that would have been another thing to say, hey, the Plus can do this as well, because it already does. It does app screen rotation, which not even the iPad does that. In terms of the orientation of the apps, actually changes when you rotate the phone. Siri's got a lot smarter, and they've built in the back end, so a lot of improvements. So let's quickly go through this. Built-in apps, you've got. I'll talk about the split screen stuff very quickly. So basically, it's iPad only. You can swipe in from the side and bring in, say, your messages if you're chatting to people on messages and keep working on what you're working on. You can also move into like a split screen mode where you're working in two apps side by side. So it might be photos and it might be pages, for example, and you can work in those two environments at the same time. That's only available on the latest large iPad. The slide in from the side view is only available on fairly new, I think the last two generations of the Mini and the full-size iPad or iPad Air. So whether this leads in nicely to a Mac Pro, a iPad Pro or an iPad Plus, bigger size, I don't know, but it'd be interesting. They've got some interesting features there. The way they've structured the split screen, and being able to switch the app that you have coming in on the side looks quite nice. Again, I don't have the latest iPad, so I won't be able to do any videos on that, which is a little bit frustrating for me as I yawn again. I don't know if it was in this video I yawned or the last take. So built-in apps. News is a new one, and that's basically a news app that's gonna draw news from all around the world from different publications, New York Times and Time Magazine, and a whole bunch of other sources. Also blogs, supposedly. You're going to be able to pull in, and people are going to be able to put together articles that are going to work in news, and it will go on what you're interested in. Hopefully over time it will adjust, as you like articles or don't like articles, give them stars, for example. Maybe it will improve your selection in terms of what you enjoy reading. Not a big reader myself, but be interesting to see how that one works. If you are a big reader, I think you might find that one useful in terms of, because it does draw from so many sources and put it right there on your device. Notes is kind of now notes on steroids. They've got some formatting changes. You can create lists. You can you've got your photos inserted. You've got map locations. You've got websites you can insert, and it does a little preview of the website, and it has the web address. You click on it, it'll take you across to Safari. So it's basically a little bit more Evernote-ish. It looks quite nice. If you saw him showing that on the iPad during the presentation, you would have saw there was a little glitch where he accidentally cut and pasted a word. Maybe it's just me that picks up on these things. You can also do sketches. You can do a little drawing. So if you do it, in the example, they just had like a floor plan with a desk, and they just had some measurements and stuff like that, which I would find very handy. That's the kind of thing that I would want to use in there. My brain's ticking over, and I'm kind of want to draw a little sketch of something. I've got sketches on paper all over the place, so to be able to drop them all into notes would be fantastic. Maps has got some improvements with transit, so you can basically look up local transit systems, so train systems, see the local train station or the nearest one to you, and get walking directions to that. Also where it's going to take you and all those kind of things. Wallet Wallet replaces Passbook with Apple Pay kind of moving forward. Wallet is the kind of, I guess, natural evolution. I did a review on a thing called Stowcard. It's interesting if it will replace that. CarPlay, improvements there. Basically the rest of the improvements, as I just flick through, Siri's got a lot smarter. It's going to be able to help you with a lot more things. Going to be able to search through things for you, like emails and stuff like that. They've improved battery life. They have improved the updating process. They're saying that this update won't be as big when you try to download it. You won't need as much space, but that's not surprising. It's not as big an update. Security improvements, 6-digit PIN code, 2-factor authentication. So look, there's lots of stuff here. Some of it's in the back end, with those improvements in battery life and things like that. So it may not look like an evolution on the front end, but it is a yearly update, and it is free. And I think that the bigger updates will come over a longer time period. So there's a lot there, even though I'm saying there's not much there. So it's maybe not a sexy update, but it is an update with you know, a bit there. Especially if you've got the latest iPad device, I think you really enjoy the split screen experience. Please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please comment below. If you've got comments or thoughts on iOS 9, please let me know things that you think they should have added. I'm Simon from Tech My Life Video. Check me out on Facebook, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.